Welcome back to the channel. This is the William Bendik Memorial Gold Layout back 9. If you haven't watched the front 9, just check it out in the channel. We're at hole 10 right now. The weather is starting to shape up. It started rainy today. This is another contender for signature hole. Looks very beautiful. And let's see how we shoot on the back 9. Hole 10. There's no signage, but it looks to be a par 4, at least 600 feet. The challenge is going to be keeping it down the center of the fairway and not working our way up the hill, because that looks like a bad spot to play from. But we also don't want to overturn something either, because then we're just deep in the woods there. So I'm going to throw a pipeline, so we'll just try and keep it center cut and fairly safe. Didn't turn, but we got some decent distance. So we're a little shorter than I expected, only about 315 off the tee. This is just a position play. Yep, pretty good. Still pretty hard to see the basket, but it goes in about 200 feet and then up a little mound. We're gonna disc up a little bit just so we can touch more angle on it. Hopefully it'll work its way back for a putt. But we're about 250 out, 240 out. Now work. Yeah. Okay, we're putting. We're about 24 feet in a little patch of poison ivy, which I'd rather not get. So we're gonna straddle awkwardly. If I get this is a great scramble. Pretty out of position on 2 shots. Yep, that's a good scramble. Hopefully no poison ivy. Hole 11 looks to be about 235 feet, par 3. We have a few options. We could throw a forehand up into the hillside. I don't like the forehand because you're penetrating at the front line of trees, and then you have that second one right there. So I'm gonna throw an aftershock sort of right through the gap on Anheuser and get it working up the hill, and it'll have enough stability to hopefully flatten and push a little bit. That's the plan. Definitely too low, but the right line, and we're putting, so it's okay for missing. Okay, we're about 20 feet away, decently uphill, 5 to 8 feet uphill. Just gotta commit to it. Little miss. Dang, that's one you wanna get. Hole 12, 1,080 feet, par 5. We're again just gonna be putting out a straight shot, hopefully about 375 that just bends the corner. And then from there, I don't know the hole well enough, but I'm imagining we're gonna just have to throw another 350 and then approach in. Not sure that beat the corner. We'll have to find out. So this isn't really where I expected my lie to be. Thought maybe a little further up and maybe potentially in, but at least I got a swing here. Wind is definitely picking up, so I gotta play this smart, but Anheuser, get it to drift back to the fairway. And that should be good for a safe play. At this point, we're playing for par. So we still have 500 into the pin. We want to keep this one safe. We're going to throw the Hurricane just so we know that it drifts left. No point in playing with the rough on the right there. Okay, still about 200 in, 180, 200. We can just get it high, let it drop in. That's not really what I wanted. I'll have a longer putt than I'd hoped for. Touch closer than I thought, 15, 18 feet. Put this in for par. So 3 bad shots and a par 5, and we take the par. Hole 13, 245 feet, par 3. We're gonna throw a backhand at it. The forehand, I think, brings in the left side tree too much, and then you got the skip potential. So hopefully by just throwing a little putter and hyzer, we can get it to land nice and flat. The wind is picking up, the sun is still in the sky, but the wind is definitely gonna make this course a little bit tougher here. First birdie of the back 9. Hole 14, 250 feet, par 3. We're going to be throwing through a fairway that's no more than 6 to 8 feet, functional fairway edge to edge. We're going to throw a mid-range, dead straight, has enough hyzer finish to get to the basket, hopefully. The challenge is just going to be keeping it straight through that first portion. Oh yeah, that's putting. Okay, so we're at about 31, 32 feet, just on the edge of the circle. Oh, that's a bad putt. Those feel bad. All right, that's the third birdie putt miss of the day. So we're keeping it clean, but we could have a few more. Hole 15, we have a par 4, 760 feet with a fairly unique design fairway. It's got about a 6 to 8 foot lane that's mowed with a opening in the middle and then another lane. Again, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be playing OB because we could take the wide route as well. But we're just gonna try and play it in the middle, keep it where we can see it, and then play from there. So with the flags here, I mean, it really does make me think this is supposed to be OB. That's a tough hole if it is, but either way, we're in bounds and we got a good little approach to it. Probably about 270 in, we're gonna go with the quake. And that is parked. All right, good birdie to go to -5. Hole 16, par 4, looks to be about 725 to 750. We got OB all the way along the left side. Again, the wind is really the only challenge here, so we're gonna just keep playing it up the right side of the fairway with a semi-stable disc, keep it safe. And hopefully we can get about 350 off of each throw and then have a look for birdie. Ooh, just barely in bounds. So we have another 390 to the basket. I don't like the forehand play there. Just worry I could overturn it and not come back in bounds. And I'm taking 2 extra strokes. So I'm gonna go high anhyzer with a stable disc that hopefully will come back. A little bit of a risky play if I mess the angle up, but I think it has the best chance to get there. It's safe, but not far enough. Use a little approach, we can give it a baby run, keep it high enough. I don't know if I call that a run, but it's safe. Hole 17, 290, par 3 dogleg right. We're gonna hit the gap with a forehand, bonsai, And to be honest, don't know where the basket is, so hopefully we're aiming in the right place. Ooh, just caught up. I think I was looking at being parked if I didn't get rejected there, but we got about 70 in now. Give it a little stepper. Too high. Oh, that was close. Hole 18, last hole of the day. We have a 960-foot par 5. We're going to be disking down to an 8-speed pipeline and throw a backhand that works just a little bit right. Disking up too much, we have a OB road on the left that we're trying to avoid, and that's also why we want to have a disc that moves right. Second shot will be the bigger shot, hopefully put us in position for the birdie 4. Too low. So if I'm being honest, I still don't know where the basket is, but I have a feeling we're playing to that little wooded area over there. So I'm going to throw a big hyzer, and hopefully wherever that lands, I can see the basket. Okay, so I was not playing to the right area. I was thinking it was over there. It's about another 500 feet that way. Either way, I played to an open spot, so it's not a huge loss there. So we just got to get 350 here and then have an easy approach in. I don't know, it might be 600 actually. Way too nose up. So the last shot was 560 in, this is 260, so it's about 300. We just got to get this close. We don't want to finish on a bogey here. Swing enough? Yeah. Good, putting for par. Okay, one last 20-footer for par. That's going to wrap it up at Will Bendik Memorial Disc Golf Course at Columbus County Park. We shot neg 5 with 6 birdies and 1 bogey. We missed 3 birdie putts, but you can't make them all. Overall, we kept it clean and got birdies where we should. Coming back to you from the future to give you my C3 rating of the Will Bendik Memorial Disc Golf Course, gold level layout. We're looking at 3 things: the challenge, the engineering, and the experience of the course, rated from 0 to 5. Objective ratings, not taking my own skill level into account, and trying to use the full width of the scale, not just internet where 4.5 and 5 are good and everything else is 1. We're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use everything in the middle. So to start with the challenge of the course, I'm giving that a 3.5, above average. I did shoot pretty well, neg 4 during that round. There's a lot of really scoreable holes out there. If you play it clean, not a whole lot of danger, but if you're off on that day, you're gonna have a rough day. I've definitely shot +4, +5 there as well. As far as the engineering, the course is really awesome. I mean, you have a ton of different shot shapes, a lot of unique holes, specific landing zones, and really challenging par 4s. And then the experience itself, besides getting murdered by mosquitoes, I think it's a 3.5 as well. So we're giving this 3.5, above average for all the categories. I did like it better than what I remembered, but overall I think it is a good course, but not a course that I'm going to seek out as a destination, but a lot of fun, unique holes challenging all the skills.